Good evening, everyone. My name is Anthony Panicia, and I'm the chair of the SUNY Broome of Trustees. Please rise for the singing of the national anthem performed by the SUNY Broome Chamber Singers.
Whose broad stripes and bright stars fight o'er the ramparts we watched, were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets were bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land, o'er the land, o'er the land of the free, and the home of the brave.
Great job. It is my pleasure to welcome you all to the 2022 commencement ceremonies for SUNY Broome Community College and to congratulate you all on your graduation. Today, we are honored to celebrate your accomplishments. Your stellar performance and your perseverance demonstrates that you will not only succeed in your education, but you will make the world a better place in the future. We here at SUNY Broome are very proud of you. We recognize that the last 2 years have not been easy or normal given the pandemic. Nevertheless, you have persevered, adjusting quickly in order to stay on track and graduate this evening. I personally am a graduate of Broome Engineering Science program. I have had the advantage that many of my peers haven't to begin my education and my career here at this institution that provides a high quality, affordable public education with caring professors who have challenged me and prepared me for the hurdles that I have encountered throughout my life. SUNY Broome was a springboard for me to continue my education as an electrical engineer at Clarkson University. I credit Broome with helping me to stay on track to first work for a highly successful firm in Silicon Valley. While I was in California, I was involved in many creative designs, interesting and challenging projects. I continue to be involved solving many problems as a business owner working in this community. I have been very fortunate to work with and offer careers opportunities to many students just like you, those who got their start here at Broome. We share a common bond of having the privilege of benefiting and calling ourselves family, a talented family here at Broome. I firmly believe that any continued success can be tied back to your start here. And I imagine you will also have the opportunity to see this firsthand once you move throughout your career. So, if I can offer a few words of advice based on my past, I would say the following as you chase your dreams. 1, do what you love what you do. Don't let anybody discourage you. You will only be truly successful if you follow your own dreams and your own passions. It doesn't matter where you come from or what your background is. Don't let anybody or anything stop you from achieving your goals and your dreams. Number 2, the attitude of gratitude. Continue to thank those individuals who've helped you along the way. As you look around this room, you have your parents, your teacher, your siblings, your friends. They've all been there for you. There's a saying, you're only as good as the people you surround yourself with. So stay close to the people who have supported you throughout your career. I have been blessed to be surrounded by many who have supported my journey. Do not be afraid to fail. Trust me, you will fail. Failures help you to move forward in life. Learn from them. Have the courage to blaze new trails and to take on new risks in life. Sometimes the only failure will not be taking the risk and regretting it later in life. 4th, find mentors. Learn from them and learn what they have done to be successful. You will be surprised that it's not magic that got them to where they are, but it's a few simple things they continue to do over and over consistently that make people who they are and give them the great success. Number 5, remember to give back. Someone may have helped you along the way. Remember to help others as they go on their respective journey. I believe that we are here to help one another and to give back to the community that has helped us so much. I am proud to also give back to SUNY Broome by serving as a college trustee, a foundation board member, and as a friend to the college, providing opportunities for students. Number 6, have faith, be honest, and be respectful. My spiritual life, along with my strong faith, has also played a significant role in shaping who I am today. I believe strongly in the passage, do unto others as they would have them do unto you. Therefore, be honest, have integrity, and be respectful of others. And lastly, enjoy the ride. You're going to have ups, you're going to have downs, you're going to have good, you're going to have bad. Just remember, life is one big journey, and it's your journey. This year marks the 75th anniversary of the creation of SUNY Broome. We are so honored to have had 75 years to educate the students of our community, and particularly to help prepare you, the class of 2022, to go out to the world and do something special. Make your parents, friends, family, and all of us here at SUNY Broome proud. I wish you all the best that life has to offer. Thank you. Now it gives me great pleasure to introduce our president, Dr. Drum.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. You may all be seated. Good evening, SUNY Broome. Thank you, Chairman Panicia, for your words of encouragement and thoughtful advice for our graduates. And thank you to our SUNY Broome Chamber Singers for your rousing rendition of the national anthem. I'm looking forward to your next performance a little later in the program. It's now my sad duty, based on the news of the week, to ask everyone to please join us here on the stage in a moment of silence in support of our fellow New Yorkers in Buffalo. Thank you. As we continue with today's celebration, I'd like to request that we begin our time. Already did that. We at SUNY Broome wish to stress that we stand firmly united against hate, intolerance, and violence in all forms. This week, as we remember the victims, their loved ones, and our fellow New Yorkers in Buffalo, let us work to counter this horrific event by sharing kindness, compassion, and respect for one another, just as our chair spoke about, in all we say and do. And this is a night we're going to do it in a big way. Thank you. Members of the Board of Trustees, distinguished dignitaries, family, friends, community members, and most especially our graduates. Welcome to our 73rd commencement. Like so many of us, I have waited with eager anticipation now for over 2 years for this very moment, this very evening. While we were able to creatively adapt to make our 2020 and 2021 commencement ceremonies both celebratory and safe outside on the campus, I missed the ability for us to collectively, amongst thousands, maybe we're streaming this, of supportive friends, relatives, and community members, to honor your academic achievement of earning a degree or certificate from SUNY Broome. There is no better time to return to hosting a mass gathering than to celebrate commencement as the culmination of our 75th anniversary of the college, our diamond anniversary. Throughout this academic year, we as a campus community have been celebrating the 75th anniversary of the creation of what is now SUNY Broome Community College. This year we learned about the history of your now about to be alma mater through special lectures and gallery exhibits. We hosted a birthday party with Binghamton University, also 75 years old this year, and hundreds of us somehow managed to gather on the quad just a week or so ago to configure ourselves into a giant 75 for the drone to take our picture. Thanks to the active engagement of our current and past students, we spent this year sharing stories about all of the incredible college memories that were created here at SUNY Broome over 3/4 of a century. As the 7th president of SUNY Broome, I've been deeply honored to be part of the team that ushered the college through such a momentous milestone. Though we have had a few names and a few locations over the past 3/4 of a century, our mission of providing an accessible college education while demonstrating inquiry, respect, integrity, trust, and equity has remained firm. For those of you who don't know, SUNY Broome Community College traces its roots back to the end of World War II, when veterans began returning home in large numbers and sought greater educational opportunities. And there just wasn't room with the number of college seats there were in the country at the time. So in 1946, the Department of Education agreed to establish 5 applied arts and sciences institutions across New York, in Binghamton, Buffalo, Utica, White Plains, and New York City, as a post-World War II state-funded experiment in higher education. Many community colleges were started at that time. This initiative coincided with a study on higher education conducted the following year under President Harry Truman, which called for a massive expansion of free public 2-year colleges. These community colleges were referred to as democracies colleges. I am also a graduate of one of those democracies college, and I couldn't be more proud of that. At this time, I'd like to ask all SUNY Broome alumni here tonight to please stand and be recognized. If you attended SUNY Broome, our graduates will get their chance. If you attended SUNY Broome, please stand. Just look around and see how many, which will give you a sense of the impact the college has had on the community. Thank you. What started as a post-World War II experiment has grown to become a premier community college within SUNY, the largest comprehensive university system in the United States. You can't help but marvel at all that can be accomplished over 75 years. Just think, in 1946, the then New York State Institute of Applied Arts and Sciences at Binghamton, as we were known, offered 5 programs of study, which included chemical, electrical, and mechanical technology, and medical dental office assistant, one of the first in the nation, and technical office assistant. Now we offer over 60 programs of study, many of which can be completed fully online. On the first day of classes 75 years ago, 215 students, 63 of whom were World War II veterans, walked through the doors of the State Armory in downtown Binghamton, where we were originally located. This past August, just over 6,000 students, you all included, attended classes on our main campus or at our newly restored Culinary Event Center downtown, online, or in the hundreds of high school classrooms around the region, thanks to our partnerships with many of the region's local high schools. Tuition in 1946 was free for all students, and while I wish that we could offer the same rate in 2022, I'm pleased to share that thanks to the work of our Student Financial Services team and our partnership with our wonderful foundation, our Jumpstart Scholarship now allows for 100% of our students, first-time students, to be eligible for grant and scholarship aid, regardless of income. It's truly remarkable that over 52,000 graduates proudly call the New York State Institute of Applied Arts and Sciences at Binghamton, Broome County Technical Institute, Broome Technical Community College, then Broome Community College, or BCC as many know it today, some still call it Broome Tech from decades ago, and SUNY Broome Community College, their alma mater, and have used their education in business, professional studies, healthcare, STEM, and liberal arts to enter professional roles across the country and around the world. I'm delighted to welcome you to this proud group of graduates and can't wait to see what your future holds. I'm sure you can either. While I love to talk about the history of SUNY Broome and the tens of thousands of students who come before you, today is all about highlighting and celebrating you, our 2022 graduates. You did not just earn a degree, which is an incredible accomplishment in itself. You earned a degree all while balancing life's challenges during a global pandemic. Many of you worked full-time, most of you at least part-time, and took care of loved ones, many of you, all while attending lectures, completing labs, and participating in clinicals. You carved out windows of your day and night to focus on classwork and made study spaces in your basements and on kitchen tables. Sometimes an assignment had to be missed due to a hiccup in childcare or extra shift at work, but you made it up and you made it count. You're here tonight. For many of you, the majority of these past 2 years of study have been completely behind a screen. While it wasn't what I had expected or hoped for your college experience, your ability to adapt and your academic resilience is something that must be celebrated and just adds value to your degree. We also celebrate the family, friends, and mentors who have helped you along the way, and undoubtedly there have been many. Join me in a round of applause, graduates, to all the people who have supported you and believed in you through all of your struggles and successes, many of whom are here tonight. Very rare for any of us to accomplish anything great alone. While on the topic of sacrifice, I would also like to honor those who serve in our armed forces. Those of our graduates who are current service members or have been in the service, please stand if you're one of our graduates. Veterans, would all current service members please stand? Anyone here has a family member currently serving the armed forces, please stand, and all of our veterans, please stand so we can thank you all. Thank you very much for your service. We appreciate it more than we can say. At SUNY Broome, our mission is to provide the highest caliber of higher education, as our chairman spoke to. That was true when we opened our doors 75 years ago, and it is still true today. We wouldn't be able to enhance so many students' lives without the support of our valued partners. I'd like to thank the college's Board of Trustees, many of whom are sitting behind me, for their volunteer leadership, our foundation, representatives also sitting behind us, which provides well over $1 million in scholarships every year. I'm sure many of you here tonight receive some of the largesse of our foundation. Their efforts help make this day financially possible for so many of our students. I would also like to thank our fantastic faculty and staff, and our graduation committee, and our 75th anniversary committee, who spent so many hours planning tonight's program. They have been waiting over 2 years to bring us all together again, and I genuinely appreciate all their planning and coordination for this event and all of our 75th anniversary events over this past year. As always, you've done a remarkable job. We have over 700 employees at SUNY Broome, part-time and full-time, who work together daily for a collective goal to get you here this evening, to see you reach this moment. They processed your applications, reviewed your transcripts, and assembled your financial aid packages. They helped you select your classes and taught you everything from English composition to anatomy and physiology to microeconomics and general psychology. They tutored you in organic chemistry and assisted you with research papers, often up until right before an assignment was due. They helped to ensure that your technology was up to date, that your classrooms and labs were clean, and that your sidewalks and parking lots were plowed and salted. Real important around here. They prepared your meals in between classes, offered care to ensure your mental and physical well-being, and they may or may not have given you a warning, or maybe even a ticket, as you sped out of Lot 1 after a long, or out of the main entrance after a long week of classes, trying to keep everybody safe. A number of faculty and staff who I mentioned above have joined us on stage to celebrate with you tonight. At this time, I ask them to rise and be recognized. Thank you to all our faculty and staff who are here tonight. Please rise and be recognized. Thank you, and you can be seated. I'd like to take this opportunity to highlight members of our faculty and staff who recently received the prestigious SUNY Chancellor's Award for Excellence. If you're here, please stand. I'm not sure who is, but it's quite an auspicious list. Professor Sandra Wright of the Business Information Technology Department received the SUNY Chancellor's Award for Excellence in Faculty Service. Catherine Abashian Williams, president of our BCC Foundation, received the SUNY Chancellor's Award for Excellence in Professional Service. Dr. Ellen Brand of the English Department and Dr. Giovanni Scaringi of History, Philosophy and Social Sciences Department received SUNY Chancellor's Award for Excellence in Teaching. Penny Del Favro of our Accounting Office and Budget and Finance received the SUNY Chancellor's Award for Excellence in Classified Services. And Suzanne Hickok of the History, Philosophy, and Social Sciences Department received the SUNY Chancellor's Award for Excellence in Adjunct Teaching. Please join me in congratulating all of our Chancellor Award winners. Faculty and staff who received the Chancellor's Award for Excellence have served their students, fellow faculty and staff, campus, and the community with the utmost distinction. It's a great honor to be able to recognize them as stars amongst SUNY's 64 college and university campuses. Now I would like to introduce our distinguished guests here on the platform. Please hold your applause until everyone has been introduced. Members of the platform party, please stand and remain standing after I call your name. Donna Lapardo, New York Assembly, 123rd District, in which we sit tonight. Karen Beebe, BC Legislator, District 12. Linda Jackson, Village of Endicott Mayor. Rick Matarese, Town of Union Supervisor. Dr. Penny Haynes, Vice President for Academic Affairs. Dr. Carol Ross Scott, Vice President for Student Development and Chief Diversity Officer. Dr. Michelle Snyder, Associate Vice President and Dean of Health Sciences and STEM. Dr. Jeff Anderson, Associate Vice President and Dean of Business and Professional Studies and Liberal Arts. Dr. Kim McLean, Dean of Institutional Effectiveness. Marquise Bennett, Associate Vice President and Dean of Students. On the right, in the front row, we'll start Anthony Panicia, who you've already met, Board of Trustees Chair. Rachel Gallet, Student Speaker. Kathy Connerton, Board of Trustees Vice Chair. Margaret N. Coffey, SUNY Broome Trustee. Barbara Fiala, SUNY Broome Trustee. Tina Fernandez, Esquire, SUNY Broome Trustee. James Testani, SUNY Broome Trustee. Kathy Abashian Williams, BCC Foundation Executive Director. Rich Aumann, BCC Foundation Board President. And Cheryl Kurowski, BCC Foundation Immediate Past President, who unfortunately over the past 2 years didn't have her opportunity to sit with us, and this year she is. Please join me in recognizing our distinguished platform party. Thank you, everyone, for your leadership. You may be seated. Now we have an additional treat for you. The SUNY Broome Chamber Singers will perform selections from West Side Story with music and lyrics by Leonard Bernstein and Stephen Sondheim. Come on up, Chamber Singers.
Tonight won't be just any night. Tonight there will be no morning star. Tonight, I'll see my love tonight, and for our stars will stop where they still the sky is light. Oh, moon, grow bright, and make this endless day, endless night. Choose. I feel pretty, oh so pretty. I feel pretty and witty and proud, and I pity any girl who isn't me tonight. I feel charming, oh so charming. It's alarming how charming I feel, and so pretty that I hardly can believe I breathe. See the pretty girl in that mirror there.
What mirror where?
Look at that attractive girl be.
Which one's where?
Such a pretty face, such a pretty dress, such a pretty smile, such a pretty me. I feel stunning and entrancing, feel like running and dancing for joy. Run, by a pretty, wonderful boy.
Make of our hands one hand. Make of our
What a beautiful job. Let's give another great big round of applause. Thank you, Chamber Singers. Today, we honor 741 graduates. Our youngest graduate is just 16. Our oldest graduate is 65 years young. Both are equally impressive. For many of you today, the degree or certificate that we're about to award you will be the first of many, as my associate's degree was for my 3 degrees that followed. That's a similar experience that I share with our chair. You will use SUNY Broome as a foundation for your future undergraduate and graduate degrees and your careers. For many of you, the application of your degrees to the workforce will commence immediately, if they haven't already, and I'm sure they have in many cases. For our healthcare providers and first responders, you will be on the front lines helping to keep all of us healthy and safe. Community colleges train, educate more first responders than any other entity in the nation. Between 80 and 90% of all first responders in the United States have attended community colleges. Our engineers, entrepreneurs, and business graduates will help to build the communities of the future, while our liberal arts students and others go on to make us proud by representing us as they transfer on for bachelor's degrees and colleges and universities around the nation and the world. We're proud of all of you and wish you all the greatest of successes. I'd like to take a moment to highlight just a few of your classmates who are representative of so many community college graduates. Stories that have been a source of inspiration and encouragement to me and many who planned this event. Damata Adriego, a medical assistant AAS graduate, Damata spoke to family and friends in her home of Burkina Faso, West Africa. They usually thought that she was crazy, she says. They couldn't believe that a 47-year-old married mother of 4 would pursue a college education at her age and stage of life. Contrary to the concerns of friends and family from across the globe, Damata thrived as a wife, mother, and medical assistant student, so much so that she was awarded the prestigious Norman R. McConney Jr. Award for EOP Student Excellence. This award recognizes the academic and personal achievements of outstanding EOP students from across the SUNY system. Damata finished up her last semester by completing an externship with United Health Services Podiatry Unit. You are an inspiration to us all, Damata, and we can't wait to see what you do next. Congratulations. Liam is one of our youngest graduates of 2022 thanks to his participation in our early college program. At just 17, Liam, an incredibly talented musician, has completed his liberal arts individual studies AS degree with an emphasis in music. I've had the great pleasure, and many of us have, of listening to Liam perform at a few events over the academic year. Most notably, he sang his original composition, In a Rush, and provided all of the musical accompaniment for our spring faculty staff assembly. Liam plans to transfer to Berklee College of Music in Boston, Massachusetts for studio composition. Remember that you heard the name Liam Roma here first. Congratulations, Liam. I've been on the campus at Berklee, and great place. Logan Payne Clark. This past semester was particularly busy for criminal justice AAS student Logan Payne. In addition to completing the final classes required for her degree, preparing for civil service exams, and beginning her job hunt, she had the added blessing of welcoming her first child, a baby boy named Dallas Clark, on April 9th of this year. This past December, Logan was honored with the New York State Sheriff's Institute Scholarship, which is awarded to one criminal justice student who demonstrates exceptional work within the classroom and the community. Congratulations, Logan. Speaking on behalf of your husband, I'm sure, little Dallas, and all of us at SUNY Broome, we're very proud of you and wish you all the best as you begin your career in law enforcement. Thank you for your service to our community, Logan. And our P-Tech students, who also achieve their high school diploma at the same time they earn their associate degree. This year, 8 students completed their degrees through the P-Tech program. Over a period of 6 years, beginning in middle school, these P-Tech students earned both their high school diplomas and their associate degrees from SUNY Broome in health sciences, computer technology, or engineering technology. The Pathways in Technology Early College High School Program, P-Tech, a lot easier to say, is a collaboration between SUNY Broome, Broome-Tioga, BOCES, school districts, and a half a dozen industry partners. We're so proud of these students for simultaneously earning their degree and diploma and paving the way through their career pathways. Congratulations to Sage Katie, Jessica Garcon, Ilma Halilovic, Rhea Hanyon, Melinda Hine, Kathleen Joseph, Maria Kirchner, and Bailey Wood. Please join me in congratulating our P-Tech graduates. What an accomplishment. They're still in high school. Well, on the topic of academic excellence, it is my great pleasure to recognize 12 of our graduates, all of whom maintained a 4.0 grade point average. Congratulations to Danny Bryan, Claudia Shermack, Summer Delisle, Lisa DeSalvo, Jocelyn Dupuis, Heather Ellis, Serena Glenn, Sama Hassan, Madison Meeker, Adam Thabeau, Claire Tesauris, and Amanda Waldmiller. If you're here, please stand. 4.0. Congratulations. We also have 2 students who received the 2022 Chancellor's Award for Student Excellence. Jocelyn Dupree, Website Development and Management, and Hannah Elliott, Communication and Media Arts. Are you with us tonight, either of you, or both of you? Congratulations. The best in SUNY. That's how you win those awards. Thank you very much. This statewide honor recognizes SUNY students who have integrated academic achievement with accomplishments in campus leadership, community service, athletics, and the arts. These students are proven leaders among all 64 campuses, and we are truly proud to have them representing our college. And now, we're getting near the end, I'd like to invite your student speaker, Rachel Galley, to the podium. Rachel, come on up.
Thank you, Dr. Drum. Hornets, we made it. The time to turn our tassels is here. This chapter has closed, and it's time to pick up the pen and write a new one. In a time when it felt like everything was falling apart, you stuck it through. You made it. And that is why you are here today. You made it through the years of online classes and Zoom calls, to the reopening of school and being on campus for the first time. This was simply not easy to do. But the most rewarding parts in life can be the ones that change your scope and direction. This year, as you know, we are celebrating the 75th anniversary of SUNY Broome. Our college opens its doors during unforeseen circumstances. World War II had just ended. But I know for a lot of you, it was the opposite. This was not the plan. Some of you had plans to study all over the country, but decided to stay closer to home once the pandemic struck. Some of you live hours away or even from a different country. But you took a chance to come here to SUNY Broome to pursue your education. Regardless of what the initial plans might have been, you succeeded, and now you are taking the next step. I recently had a discussion with a counselor on campus named Anne-Marie. She taught me one word that describes everyone sitting in front of me right now, and that word is resilience. We all have resilience, the capacity to recover from a crisis. For me, school has never been the easiest thing. As a student at SUNY Broome, I had to retake a couple of one class because I knew that I could do better. I retook it, and I'm thankful that I did because I learned so much more. Thanks to that class, I started to get an interest in scientific research and fell in love with reading and writing. This all happened for me while I was a college student, not before. For everyone that has struggled or is struggling with schoolwork, please feel that earning a college degree cannot be a part of your journey. You are not alone. For those in the audience that are unsure if a college degree is not for them, try it. SUNY Broome is full of people who are willing and waiting to help you succeed. They were here for me, and they will be here for you too. One of the many important lessons that I learned at SUNY Broome is that failures and mistakes will happen, even if you put a lot of energy into preventing them. Thankfully, those failures only lead you into a better direction. They narrow down your path and sometimes give you a better choice where you can learn more about yourself and your goals. Another lesson that I learned is that it's okay to make changes and ask for help. If something in your life is not working for you anymore, it is perfectly okay to search for another option, like changing your program or your job. It is also okay and highly encouraged to ask for help along the way. It could be from a professor, a mentor, a fellow student. I learned that at SUNY Broome, there's always someone in your corner willing to help you, even before I realized that I needed it. As we embark on the next part of our respective journeys, I want to encourage you to take those opportunities that you have dreamt of doing, or the ones that just sounded good an hour ago, even if you think it won't end up how you want it to, because hey, there's probably a good chance that it will work out. Even if it doesn't, take some time and retry it, or move on to something else that catches your eye. We make about 773,618 conscious decisions in our lifetime, making it about 2,119.5 a year and 88.3 a day. In a research study about lifelong regrets, when asked about their biggest regret in life, 76% of the participants mentioned an action that they did not take that would have made an impeccable impact on their life. So please, do not make an opportunity that you decided to miss be one of those regretted decisions. If the punches did not pull through, at least you tried. But when your dreams do eventually come true, it is not because you did nothing. It is because you decided to take a chance and do something. So, talk to that person that you felt too nervous to talk to, join those programs that you feel too dumb to study in, and wear those clothes that you feel too embarrassed about wearing. Because today is not the day to say no. Today is the day to say yes. Say yes to your dreams and everything that you want to accomplish. That is why you are wearing your graduation cap and gown right now. You made the decision to say yes to what you want to accomplish and put in the hard work to follow your dreams. Take the road not taken, but do not forget to take the time and thank the people that helped you along the way and stuck by your side. During this time of celebration, I ask you to look back on everything that you did this year, your triumphs, your failures, your friendships that you made, everything. Out in this sea of people, I see the bright future. I see future lawyers, journalists, physicians, engineers, teachers, entrepreneurs, and everything in between. I see the leaders of tomorrow. Create your own reality. You are the main characters of your own story. Even if this is your last day of school or this is only the beginning of your college career, it is essential to take what you learned here and put it out into the new world because it is crucial to grow as lifelong learners. Remember, we can go anywhere from here. So, pick up the pen and write your new chapter. Thank you. I would now like to ask Dr. Drum and fellow student Haley Richardson to join me at the podium right now. On behalf of the entire student body and as a member of the student philanthropy team, Haley is presenting a check to Dr. Drum and SUNY Broome for $1,076.30 to be used towards scholarships for our fellow SUNY Broome students. We want to thank students, faculty, and staff, and community members for your help and kindness and generosity in helping to raise these funds to support our peers. Student philanthropy team members organized and supported restaurant fundraisers, gift basket raffles, and the alumni reunion. Also the bake sales on campus throughout the academic year. We are pleased to participate and join these classes that have preceded us in this effort. And we hope that future students will be inspired by these classes that have come before us.
Thank you so much, Rachel and Haley, for that generous gift and for everyone who contributed from the student body. It's an annual tradition to begin the tradition of giving back that our chairman also spoke about earlier this evening in opening remarks. You're hearing a lot of great themes this evening. Now, it's time for the presentation of the degrees, and I would now like to invite our Vice President for Academic Affairs, Dr. Penny Haynes, up front for the presentation of the degrees.
Thank you, President Drum. Will all the candidates for degrees in business and professional studies, including accounting, AAS, business administration, AS, marketing management and sales, AAS, marketing management and sales entrepreneurship, AAS, international business, AS, business information management, AAS, criminal justice police, AAS, criminal justice corrections, AS, culinary arts, AOS, emergency medical technology paramedic, AAS, event management, AOS, fire protection technology, AAS, Homeland Security and Emergency Management, AS, Hospitality Management, AAS, Paralegal, AAS, Sports Management, AS, Web Development and Management, AAS, and candidates for certificates in Emergency Medical Technology, Paramedic Certificate, Office Technology Certificate, Website Development and Management Certificate. Please rise.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees and the State of New York, I award the appropriate degree of Associate in Science, Associate in Applied Science, Associate in Occupational Studies, and/or certificate with all the rights and privileges pertaining thereto. And one of those privileges is for you to move your tassel from the right side to the left side of your mortarboard, signifying your status as a graduate. Please join me in applauding our distinguished Business and Professional Studies graduates. Great job. You may be seated.
Will all the candidates for degrees in health studies, including clinical laboratory technician AAS, dental hygiene AAS, health information technology AAS, health studies AS and AAS, histological technician AAS, medical assistant AAS, nursing AAS, physical therapist assistant AAS, radiologic technology AAS, and candidates for certificates in histological technician certificate, medical administrative skills certificate, and the phlebotomy certificate. Please rise.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees and the State of New York, I award the appropriate degree of Associate in Science, Associate in Applied Science, and certificate with all the rights and privileges pertaining thereto. And one of those privileges you now know is for you to move your tassel from the right side to the left side of your mortarboard, signifying your status as a graduate. Join me in congratulating our graduates again. You may be seated.
Will all the candidates for degrees in liberal arts, including chemical dependency counseling, AAS, communications and media arts, AS, early childhood, AAS, human services, AS, individual studies, AAS and AS, liberal arts and sciences, AA, liberal arts and sciences, general studies, AS, liberal arts and sciences, general studies, education, AS, music, education and performance, AS, music, sound engineering, AS, music therapy, AS, sports studies, AS, visual communication arts, AS, and candidates for certificates in chemical dependency counseling certificate and early childhood certificate. Please rise.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees in the State of New York, I award the appropriate degree of Associate in Science, Associate in Applied Science, Associate in Arts, and certificate, with all the rights and privileges pertaining thereto. And now you too may move your tassel from the right to the left side of your mortarboard. Congratulations, graduates. You may be seated. I think we have a contest here for whose family and friends are cheering the loudest.
Thank you, President Drum. Will all the candidates for degrees in science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, including civil engineering technology, AAS, computer information systems, AAS, computer science, AS, computer security and forensics, AAS, computer technology network, AAS, computer technology technical, AAS, electrical engineering technology, AAS, engineering science, AS, environmental science, AS, liberal arts and sciences, science, AS, manufacturing technology, AAS, mathematics, AS, mechanical engineering technology, AAS. Please rise.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees in the State of New York, I award the appropriate degree of Associate in Science and Associate in Applied Science with all the rights and privileges pertaining thereto. And now you may move your tassel from the right to the left, signifying your status as a graduate. Please be seated. Thank you all once again, and congratulations to our entire 2022 class. And now it's time to invite the class of 2022 to individually come up here and receive your diploma or certificate. Will all of the graduates please rise and come forward as your names are called? I'll be joined on the stage by our distinguished board chair, Anthony Panicia, also an alum, Vice President Haynes, an alum, and Vice President Carol Ross Scott, who will help us hand out the folios.
Hannah Elliott.
Miranda Bickham.
Mary Afifi.
Michaela Sedlacek.
Anthony Hasselbarth.
Sadie Campbell.
Haley Hagerman.
Kimberly Dunst.
Roman Goodwill.
Nisa Homaradova.
Henry Brimmer.
Faisal Marak.
Alexis Kunkel.
Mason Moore.
Haley Osborne.
Sonata Serafowski.
Michael Willard.
Hannah Faulkner.
Serena Glenn.
Montessa Warner.
Brittany Anderson.
Shayla Crichton.
Cameron Church.
Savannah Nord.
Stormy Jester.
Jocelyn Dupuis.
Kylie Bellino.
Shakira Ingram.
Katie Jackson.
Matthew Bache.
Autumn Yearwood.
Mason Steen.
Suzanne Mertens.
Bridget Birch.
Tiffany Smith.
Elizabeth DeYoung.
Elizabeth Martin.
Tina Eaton.
Mercy Easley.
Thomas Briggs.
Katie Moriarty Hubbard.
Alicia Van Alstyne.
Rachel Gallant.
Justin Yap.
Madison Meeker.
Andrew Henry.
Bailey Patino.
Timothy Winters.
Jennifer Vega.
Arthur Trost.
Way to go, Art. Brandon Dow.
Michael Voorhees.
Michaela Serene.
George Moon.
Carissa St. Hilary.
Matthew Lippa.
Drew Taylor.
Alexandra Streeter.
Olivia Smith.
Mary Kowaleski.
Sydney Stanley.
Ashley Wakefield.
Joseph Fabocchio.
Angelina Picozzi.
Maria Cascarino.
Olivia Travis.
Ellison Meshberg.
Yasmin Warner.
Liam Roma.
Michaela Harlost.
Daniel Chavarria.
Logan Clark.
Engineer Jean Felipe.
Catherine Northup.
Matthew Page.
Chloe Winton.
Aisha Knight.
Brianna Corbin.
Harley Kramer.
Andrew Conklin.
Kelly Sullivan.
Karen Corby. Destiny Tamareska.
Stacy Jones.
Nicholas Riley.
Amy Abbey.
Olga Errett.
Courtney Utter.
Deanna Blanchard.
Francis McDonald.
Mindy Nichols.
Ashfaq Ahmad.
Caitlin Hoppy.
Philip Gangman.
Ethan Day.
Tina Cintron.
Brittany Underwood.
Derek Heisler.
Frankie Hubbard.
Mandy Flynn.
Maceo Carolina.
Aisha Niam.
Natalie Scarano.
Angeline Green.
Madison Marhefka.
Jolena Johnson.
Logan Talley.
Samantha Bennett.
Damata Hidraugo.
Deja Trent.
Janessa Collins.
Amanda Austin.
Andrea Fu.
Emily Woofter.
Rebecca Bilo.
Jacqueline Bigelow.
Alexandra Wildman.
Chantel Darko.
Carissa Lester.
Haley Richardson.
Maya Thomas.
Sarah Haskell.
Caitlin Anthony.
Hannah Natali.
Marissa Murphy.
Jacob Dorado.
Kaylin Snyder.
Jacob Furminger.
Kaylee Scott.
Elena Simonkovich.
Amelia Miller.
Norman Brickhouse.
Caitlin Juba.
Nicholas Fahila Phillips.
Mackenzie Wilson.
Olivia Grozier.
Crystal Jenkins.
Tillich Middleton.
April McGinnis.
Harley Sarvey.
Erica Siciliano.
Shantice Corbett.
Elizabeth McGuire.
Sarah Miner.
Tasha Williams.
Sierra Root.
Vera Susuris.
Tiana Hammock.
Maya Ramirez.
Haven Zoot Bartone.
Angela Giovanetti.
Shanae Williams.
Angela Gonzalez.
James Ponsati.
Nancy Arena.
Shania Woods. Anissa McCall.
Erna Fetibegovic.
Layla Abdul Rahman.
Emma Downs.
Erica Samuels.
Sarah Camille.
Brianna Jenkins.
Matthew Kachi.
Gregory Gray.
Elena Altmeyer.
Boyd Bow.
Brittany Horton.
Brian Devine.
Emily Fedden.
Joshua Updike.
Paige Donati.
Ilma Halavolik.
Camilla Grosso.
Sean Ventel.
Rayshawn Daly.
Nathaniel Benjamin.
Melinda Hine.
Eugene Pelagi.
Hannah Ciacelli.
Nestor Veloz Matisse.
Sabrina Stiles.
Logan Ruppert.
Jenna Banks.
Stephen Bauer.
Taryn Leonard.
Rhea Hanyon.
Marky Richard.
Mariah Kirchner.
Jessica Garçon.
Sage Katie.
Jusan Wiggins.
Danny Bryan.
Marie Bonani.
Joshua Sember.
Marie Douget.
Matthew Sutmeyer.
Joseph Shaborek.
Ashley Kenyon.
Josandra Clinton.
Victoria Brown.
Anna Farahan.
Kevin Hudlin.
Rohi Ahmad.
Nicholas Coy.
Molly Ashworth.
Gottlieb Tilly.
Lor Natali.
Braden Escalatisco.
Megan Berg.
Jack Miller.
Gabrielle Boylan.
Cassandra Klein.
Mary Elizabeth Avery Hill.
Michael Pearson.
Caitlin Bowman. Samuel Hempstead. Anna Sanishin.
Paige Prince.
Miranda Couchy.
Chelsea Hutchinson.
Alicia Sumtner. Kate Whipple. Colton Stein. Khadija Anderson. Naija Collier. Daniel Andrew Dennis. Lindsay Kinney. Caitlin Kinney.
Abigail Williams.
Darian Gardiner.
Danielle Lazari.
Natalie Tucker. Madison Cannell. Emily Swordwout. Riley Pasquale.
Nadia Britt.
And Bailey Wood.
I'd like to ask our P-TECH graduates to please stand. I neglected to do that earlier since they're getting their high school diploma and their college degree tonight at the same time. P-TECH students, please stand so we can give you a round of applause. What an accomplishment. Congratulations. And now let's give all of our graduates a round of applause. This concludes our 73rd SUNY Broome Commencement Ceremony. Audience members, please remain seated while the people on stage exit, followed by our graduates. To lead tonight's commencement recessional, please welcome the Broome County Celtic Pipes and Drums.
just smart. They'll hire the trifecta. Exactly. I mean, they are in different fields, but they're still in, like, yeah, they're still in